Okay, if you got a DUI on New Year's Eve or over the holidays, now's the time to act. And you have 10 days from the time that you were arrested for DUI to do something with your license. And I'll explain to you about that in just a minute. But I want to talk about DUIs around holidays, and especially this year, we actually saw a lower number of DUI coming from New Year's Eve. And that's a great sign. But there is a lot of different factors that went into this. With the rise of COVID, people were staying in. Also, we've seen more use of ride shares like Uber and Lyft, which is great. And in fact, what's important to note, this New Year's Eve in Palm Beach County, there were no DUI-related fatalities. So that's wonderful. Now, unfortunately, if you were watching this and you got a DUI on New Year's Eve or during the holidays, let's talk about how to get you back driving again. So if you refused the breath test or blew over the legal limit, your license is going to be suspended. And if you refused, it's going to be suspended for 1 year on a first refusal. And if you blew over the legal limit, it's going to be 6 months no driving. And there's a difference if you've previously refused, then it goes up to 18 months. Now, if this is a first offense, what you can do is request a waiver hearing, and what that will do is waive your right to a formal review hearing, and you can enroll in DUI school and get a hardship license that will allow you to drive during this time. Now, if you think that you were arrested illegally or that the officers did something wrong, or you simply don't want to have a restricted license, then you could opt for a formal review. And during a formal review, which is set about 30 days from the time you request that within this 10-day period, you can actually bring in the officers via subpoena over the telephone for the hearing and challenge your arrest or driver's license suspension through the DMV. If you prevail, you get your full license back. Now, if this is a second DUI or more, then this would be the route that you would need to do. The nice thing about this option, the formal review, is when you request it, you can request a driving permit until you have that hearing. So that gets you driving again much sooner than waiting on a hardship hearing. So if you want to get driving again, you need to act within 10 days. Look at your DUI citation. It tells you that in most instances, you're able to drive within the 10-day period of your arrest as long as you carry that ticket. But within that 10 days, you have to request either a formal review or waive your right to a formal review and request a hardship hearing when you enroll in DUI school. Now, if you have more questions about how to get driving again, give us a call and we can walk you through the process. Now, along with the DMV suspension, you have a criminal case that is assigned to it, and your arraignment will be in about 30 days. There's many things that we can do prior to arraignment to help give you a better shot on handling the case. Maybe you're eligible for diversion if this is a first offense. Maybe you're not eligible for diversion, but there might be procedural defects in the case. That's something that we can research and prepare for prior to the arraignment, prior to even a prosecutor filing your case, because not all cases where someone's arrested for DUI will someone get actually charged with it by the state. If there's some procedural defects that we can point out, the state has the option to no file the case or file alternate charges, for instance, reckless driving. So if you need help from a DUI that stemmed over the holidays or a DUI at any point, give us a call. Download one of our guides, either My Loved One's Been Arrested, What's Next, or What You Must Know About Your DUI Case Before You Do Anything, or check out our webinar on the DUI diversion program. All of these links are available on our website, and if you have any further questions, give us a call.